Hello everybody and welcome back to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, where we are currently ready to do Bow and Arrow Part 2. So let's grab this, and it looks like this is going to be essentially an objective raid mission. So what we definitely want to do for that is we want to go for a C-bill payout and maybe like 1 point of damage coverage, something along the lines of that. And as far as our setup goes, we can go heavier than this. So we would probably keep around the Thunderbolt, but replace the Dragon with the Stalker would be my bet. I think we were missing a heat sink on the Stalker, but for now, I'm not going to be too concerned about that. Let's go ahead and launch this, and I'm pretty sure this is an objective raid, so we're not going to try to tangle too much with enemies. We're just going to try to take out the objectives and move on, is the idea. Okay.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Bowen, along with a number of Merc forces, have been using a series of satellites to broadcast false leads on the whereabouts of his father's mech. We'll have to take these satellite stations out in order to stop the spread of misinformation that could sow chaos for the remaining locations. We have an inline from Kate who wishes to oversee the progress of our mission. Setting her up on comms now.
Greetings, Mercenary. I hope you don't mind me observing the mission. I didn't realize the lengths my brother would go in keeping this mech from you. When I learned of this massive deception network, well, I just want to help in any way I can.
I appreciate that, Kate. What I don't appreciate is chasing down false leads to collect what's mine.
Acquired.
You can thank my brother, the black sheep of the family, for that. He'd rather the Archer fall into the hands of a stranger than honor his father's dying wish. Frankly, you can do whatever you want with the mech. I just want my brother to end his obsession and come home.
Yeah!
Destroyed.
That matches the class of VTOL we're after. Take it out.
Okay, so we're just going to get in here and we're going to destroy the targets at the locations. Our allies are hopefully going to be able to keep enemies off of us. We're trying to kill transmitters, so I'm guessing it's this up here, which I'm going to immediately start firing at, but we're kind of out of range. Okay, we're already taking fire. Beetles, gotcha. Beetles aren't really that big of a threat, but we do need to take them down. That's a little guy there.
Target down!
He is not going to have too much left after that. And there's still a Beetle up over here. There we go. Okay. Did that Locust go down?
Work, Commander.
Presumably.
That's one less target.
Okay. So we took that target down.
Eliminated.
Now we're going to move on over this direction.
Target.
Now there
That
are
VTOL
still
is on our
enemies
list of
up
targets.
here.
Let's make our quarter.
There's a dropship
Enemy
coming in
transport
over here.
touching down.
That's a
New
Marauder.
target. Marauder.
Let's get that thing.
Okay. I can't see a thing. I have no idea what's
Target
happening, but I think the Marauder's dead.
New target. Panther.
Okay.
Incoming missile.
I'm gonna move. Okay.
Target acquired.
So we definitely have a bunch of enemies out here.
Eliminated.
That's a Thunderbolt there. We should
Target
probably
destroyed.
engage this
New
Thunderbolt.
target.
Engaging with Lance.
Okay. Let's light this guy up a bit. He can't really ignore that.
Enemy mech
There we go.
eliminated.
So he's down. Now we've got this Panther, which should go down pretty quickly here.
Heat critical.
There he goes.
Target
Okay.
destroyed.
Well, I didn't want to tangle with those, but a dropship right away like that, oof. Especially dropping a Marauder there was already a Thunderbolt at station there, but it dropped a Marauder on us. That was gross. Well, let's head up to the next base and see what we've got. There's 4 total bases, and we've only dealt with 1. We've taken quite a lot of damage already.
Target acquired.
Okay. Hello, Scorpion Light Tank. I'd really like to eliminate this. We have a hard time actually hitting it from here.
Destroyed.
There we go. Turrets. There's a lot of enemies here, for sure.
Add 1 more to my kill count.
Okay. So here we have a Panther. I'm just working on eliminating it as quickly as possible. There we go.
Target acquired.
Ooh, that's a Warhammer. Okay. There goes our leg, and our CT is already exposed. So, that's a Warhammer. That is... Stop it. We can't really get out of here. And our autocannon is gone. Best we can do is try to core him quick, like that. Okay.
Got another one.
We are really close to dead at this point. Like, really close to dead. Okay. I see enemies coming in over here. And we're currently working on that Hunchback.
We're on your target,
engage.
Commander.
Engage that Hunchback, please. There are turrets here. They could pose a threat to us, a significant threat at this point. Okay. So our allies are engaging this Hunchback. There's a light mech on the way in here. We need to take out that SRM carrier. There we go. Scorpion is gone.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Okay. There's a bunch of VTOLs up here. We're kind of out of range to optimally engage them. Ow. That Panther's on us.
On the commander's target.
The Hunchback's got to be almost gone, right? Almost. That Panther is still on us. Okay. So the Panther's gone. Ow.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay.
Exposed reactor. Watch it, commander.
Man, we have to fight this because of the sheer amount of enemies. We can't take the amount of damage. We're not fast enough to go after the target and just go through that way. I think we might have aggroed the force that was up over there. So that's noted. I'm going to head up over here. Our Marauder is in dire states right now. But I have to assume that we've dealt with the vast majority of the enemies at this point, right? How much more could they possibly throw at us? Our Marauder is in rough shape, for sure. Can we eject? Is that an option, I wonder? Like, I don't necessarily want to do it right now, but I'm wondering if that is an option for future use. Mech functions. Switch mech. But that's not really what I want. Okay. I'm not seeing an ejection option here, and the utility of that would be in a situation like the one that we're in right now, where we can't take much more damage, but we actually haven't taken that much significant damage. Then ejection is useful. Because we find ourselves...
Copy.
Please
Engage
take out these
commander's
enemies.
target.
Oh man, more VTOLs. Okay, I'm just pot-shotting them. Actually got both of them there. All 3 of those. That's nice.
Focusing on issue target.
That's a Locust. And there is still that Harasser out over here. It's gone now. But that would prevent us from taking further component damage, right? Okay. This Locust is... Okay, yeah. I'm not surprised that we went down. I believe that was a
Target is
CT hit,
down.
and I want to specifically take control of the T-bolt here. Okay, so there we go. With the idea being that we're going to eliminate
Target
some of these
acquired.
guys. This has got
Target
the
destroyed.
LRM-15 and the medium lasers. Okay, that's the large laser there. Cool. So the Marauder going down is unsurprising. We took a crazy amount of damage.
Target down.
Destroyed.
Okay. So that is 3 of the 4 dealt with. At this point, I just want to get up here, snipe that last target, and get out, right? The Marauder going down is unsurprising. Our allies are not with us over here, so we're going to take out these
Splash
turrets.
target.
There we go. Ah, we've got more VTOLs on the way in.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
This has been like 20 VTOLs in this mission. This is an insane mission. So our allies are going to have to come around over this way. They're going to be kind of on their own here. I'm going to hop down this. We're going to take some leg damage. That's absolutely understood. I'm not sure where our allies are going right now. I think they're trying to go around over here.
Target acquired.
Okay. So I'm just looking at what there is up here. I want to take out the Igor up here. What is our... Okay, that's our LRM-15. Okay.
Target
So there's that
destroyed.
Igor gone.
Target acquired.
Excellent.
Target
Now there's a couple of
destroyed.
lights out over here. We're being swarmed by vehicles right now. Okay.
Target
There we go.
destroyed.
Some of those are going up to attack our lance mates, though. So that's reasonably fine. I don't necessarily mind them going to attack our lance mates.
New target,
Because that's a locust
locust.
and a harasser. Our lance mates can definitely deal with that. Actually coming back around to fight us. Okay.
Target acquired.
So there goes
Target
that VTOL
destroyed.
and that VTOL. Excellent. Now we've got this locust here. There's only so much that a locust can take. Okay. There we go.
Target
Locust is
destroyed.
gone. That's
Target
fantastic.
acquired.
So now we've got more tanks coming in.
Target destroyed.
Right, it's this button. Now I wish I had that large laser up. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Okay, so our allies are nowhere near us. That is the first thing to keep in mind here. But this is a crazy amount of enemies that was thrown at us, for sure.
New
Okay,
target,
that's a
Hunchback.
hunchback.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Focus target has been updated.
It is a hunchback 4P. Understood. So, there's a lot of turrets here as well.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're looking at using the walls against this
That's
hunchback.
another tower down. Why
Okay.
is Bowen going to this much trouble to disobey his father's dying wish?
It's a good question.
My brother was just a boy when my father was discharged from the Free World's guards. It wasn't just my father who became a pariah. It was our entire family. Bowen himself was kicked out of the Princefield Military Academy, barred from re-enlisting with the military as a retaliation by the League for our father's actions. Bowen saw his life dissolve into isolation and uncertainty, and as a result, turned to a life in the black market. My brother has always blamed my father for the loss of the life he could have had.
Acquired.
Tough break, paying for the sins of your father.
That's what put an end to Bowen's falsehoods. Sadly, this second location was also a bust. Head back to the dropship, Commander. Kate has just supplied us with the coordinates for the third location.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Okay, so they're going to try
too
to
much
engage
damage,
that
come on,
hunchback,
boss.
but it's not going to go well. We just need to get out of here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I really don't think they're going to get too much done with that hunchback there. So the Marauder, of course, was destroyed, and the question is just how much damage did it take? If it was just the CT coring out, it might not be as bad, and I think it was just the CT
Welcome
coring
back,
out.
Commander.
But let's get out of
Let's
here.
hope the third time is the charm.
That was a lot of damage. And I mean, that was a lot of enemies. That was a crazy amount of enemies. We couldn't really just take out the targets because of the amount of firepower being fielded. We had to deal with the firepower. So that's understood. We do have access to, I guess, an AC-5 rapid fire, which would be useful for the Marauder. And then we can grab, say, this medium laser. So yeah, a lot of damage there, but technically profitable. So that's noted. Okay, let's look at this transmission. Commander, with Bowen's misinformation no longer transmitting, if he wants to claim the mech, he'll need to oppose us more directly. This could make him a more dangerous adversary as our search narrows down. The third location appears to be an abandoned garrison facility. Some automated turrets seem to be the only thing there, but I'm sure that this is the place. We need to move in and secure this location, but be aware that Bowen may move to confront you with his own forces. Be careful. Okay, we'll accept that, but we gotta go to an industrial hub. So that is over here. Yeah, we absolutely need to head to an industrial hub. We're gonna head up over here, and we're gonna get some repairs done. That is going to be of vital importance. No doubt about that. So let's hop in here, and we've got a lot of repairs to do. We're going to need probably at least one PPCX. I'm thinking probably more than one. And I don't know if they have any here. They have 3. I'm going to buy all of them. Okay, so that's absolutely fine for right now, and we need to get these repairs done. So the next thing that we need to do is repair this Stalker, and that had a damaged LRM-10 and 5 single heat sinks. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the repair all button, make sure that this is all good to go. It looks like it is, and we'll get that started. 122,000 C-bills and 33 days. Not too bad. And then our Marauder here, of course, is currently inoperable, and that lost quite a lot. Okay, so we need a medium laser here and an AC-5 ammo here. That's not a big deal as far as replacements go. We can go for this level 4 medium laser. And then as far as the AC-5 ammo goes, do we have any in stock right now? No. So we would need to buy some. Presumably they have it available. Uncheck valid only, please. Thank you. I don't know why valid only is a thing. It doesn't actually do what I would expect it to do, but whatever. We've got AC-5 ammo here. I'm actually going to buy all 3 of them that they have available. Cool. So we're going to put that in here, and at this point, that is the Marauder ready to go. 1.7 million C-bills for that. So that's not surprising, and that's going to take 80 days to get the Marauder ready to go. The Warhammer here did lose a PPCX and 2 single heat sinks, so let's get those repaired. This PPCX didn't get replaced because it was a level 1 PPCX. We're going to replace that, unfortunately, with a level 0. Okay, we'll start work there. And then we have the Thunderbolt here. It lost its machine gun and needs machine gun ammo. That's probably not a big deal. Yeah, that's absolutely fine as is. So 110k there. So that's a lot of repairs going. And now if we were to travel back to Bernardo, there are a number of missions available there if we want to build up more funds. But I don't feel like that's strictly speaking necessary. We're 20 days away from arriving back there. And if we look at our timeline, we'll have the Thunderbolt ready. We will not quite have the Warhammer or the Stalker. The Marauder is 80 days out. And to be honest, that's probably fine. That is probably fine. So to that end, what do we want to do in that time? Well, we're going to travel for sure. Something like this. And we'll arrive back over here. That gets the Thunderbolt done, and I think we will wait on the Stalker and the Warhammer. We will not wait on the Marauder. Maybe if we really feel like we need to wait on the Marauder, what we do is we run some of these other contracts here. These are difficulty 96. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think we should run these at this time. That's going to be significant. No doubt about that. So this is a tonnage limit of 340. One thing we could do is think about just straight up buying an awesome. We definitely have the money for it. This is a large laser LRM variant of the awesome, which is not my favorite type of awesome, to be clear. But it is fairly cheap for an 80-tonner. And the nice thing about awesomes is they're extremely durable. To the point where they would make excellent mechs for our lance mates. Again, I'm not so sure about the 8T variant. And I'm very, very, very concerned about launching this mission as it is right now. This is definitely a tough area. And I'm actually thinking, instead of advancing time, about traveling back over to the industrial hub. This is a weird thing to do because it's a waste of C-bills, but it does give time. And I'm interested in checking to see what's available in the mech market because I feel like we really need additional, like, extremely heavy or assault mechs, like 75 plus tonners. And we need to repair it if we purchase it from the mech market, most likely. There's a Thunderbolt available here. There's not much available here. Okay. That's noted. Well, let's head over to Alphard and see what we've got there. We've got time and we've got money, so I'm not too concerned about that. I would have preferred the standard variant of the awesome. I would have bought a standard variant awesome for 5 million C-bills in a heartbeat. That's 100% something that I would do. Well, let's just check to see what we've got here. Now, this is interesting. We're getting much lighter mechs available in the industrial hub. Which tells me that this down here is kind of the place to go. So we're going to head down this way. Again, that's costing us money and taking time. But we're just kind of shopping for right now. We've got lots of money, and I'm not too concerned about time. I want to have some additional capability before we go on this mission. So, to that end, we can check the mech market here. Black Knights are pretty good. They're also pretty expensive. So, this is interesting, for sure. These are very close to the same mech, but they're not quite the same mech. But very, very close to the same. So we've definitely got the capability of getting a nice laser boat like this Black Knight here. And that is not necessarily a terrible idea, but I kind of don't want it. Black Knights run really hot, and we already have a heat issue. Not to mention, they're not quite as durable as an awesome. Maybe we should just say beggars can't be choosers, head over to Bernardo, and buy that awesome. We're not going to be able to get it repaired here, and the Marauder is now refit, so we kind of used up all of our time. But let's head on over here and just see what we've got here. So if that awesome is still available, we might just buy it. It's not my favorite awesome variant, but, I mean, awesomes are usually a very good value mech. They're fairly cheap, and they're a high capability mech at the same time. So I'm going to buy this AWS 8T. I would prefer an AWS 8Q, but I guess it's okay. So we'll buy that. That, of course, puts a chunk into our funds, and at this point, we're going to need to get that guy repaired. So we can move that down, like, over here. I mean, this moves everything around all the time, and I'm not a big fan of that. But this mech is going to have to be repaired before we can utilize it. That's absolutely understood. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, apparently we have a transmission. We'll take a look at that transmission and maybe see about running this mission. I think it's going to be a spicy one again, though. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.